Hi, I'm Catherine.
And I'm Lynn, and we are a coffee break
with Cat and Mom. Okay, so welcome back to our podcast. Today is episode 25. Yes, and as you can see, we are back in the car. We did that for our last episode of season 1, and I really enjoyed it. It might be hard to follow if you're just like listening to it, so this might be one you want to watch. So if you're in the car right now, maybe wait until you're like doing laundry or folding or something, and you can follow along then, or cooking. You know, this might be a good one to watch when you're cooking. But as you can see, I got my little triathlon and running sunglasses on because I have a triathlon tomorrow morning that I've been training for the past 12 weeks. And we're going to go pick up a bike right now and the packet pickup. So you guys are coming along while we talk about triathlon training and training in general. And yeah, so we're just going to talk, because she did bodybuilding competitions. So she knows...
Figure competitions.
Physique. It's not the same as physique, right? No. There's just so many different, like...
Yes.
There's like bikini, physique,
I thought it was bikini,
figure, physique, bodybuilding. Yeah. My bad, you know.
Maybe we're wrong, but
so so she knows what it takes to like prepare for something. I honestly think that is more hard on like the mental and the body, because it also has to do with like the food. Look, that guy's biking. He's probably training for the same triathlon as me. But
he wouldn't be doing this hill.
Oh yeah.
I know.
It's tomorrow. Okay, but like there's some people that are doing like Ironman, and this is kind of like a little race for them, just like part of their training. And this is like my big race. So I'm like, really?
It's like the people in Iowa that come and do the Big 7, which is renowned, like internationally. And they come from Kenya and places like this, and they run this 7-mile in the hills and stuff like that. And like, whatever, and here we are, local people training for months to make this happen and dying. And they're like, we've been done for 2 hours, but okay, that was great. That was a warm up for the big, whatever, Boston Marathon, whatever. What they do.
So there's actually Olympians that are going to be there. There's a meet and greet. There's a girl and a guy that are Olympians.
Wow.
No, they're racing, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to be racing against Olympians. So, and then you can meet and greet with them after while you're done, like dead. And it's cocktail party. So,
like when you're done.
That'll be fun. I can get a cocktail after.
Yeah, we're celebrating tomorrow night because we're supposed to review our coffee and our week and whatever. First big thing this week. I bought a new place.
Yes.
So my offer got accepted, and
we still haven't sold the condo though. So buy it if you're interested in getting a place in Florida. We say this every episode.
That would help so much.
Yeah, but she just bought a home, so that's really exciting.
First home on my own.
Yeah. So, and that is exciting. And
lots of paperwork.
Yeah. So that was this week, and then for this week for me, I've really just been like getting ready for this race.
Yes. But we found a new Mexican restaurant. Yeah. That we absolutely adored. Tomorrow night, we're going to celebrate
at the Mexican restaurant because they have like real margaritas, like they make it with fruit, like the real fruit, and
they make their own juice.
They make their own, and then they also
make everything homemade.
That turn is like, there's another guy on a bike. Yeah, am I not doing enough? Oh, is this the same guy?
No, he actually, there must be a race going. He's got a number. He's got a what it's called.
Oh, did I miss the race today? But this episode, just like the last car episode, it's kind of just gonna be like us yapping. There's a specific topic. It's about like training and this whole process. But I hope that you guys can follow along with this.
And we're gonna go try our coffee. We're on our way there right now.
Yes. Well, first we're gonna stop by and get the bike. Now you're probably like, really, Catherine, getting a bike the day before the race? Let me explain. Again, this is my first triathlon. I didn't want to drop a bunch of money on my first triathlon and get, like, the triathlon bikes can go up to, like, thousands of dollars. And you really just need a good road bike. But my dumbass found the cheapest bike and was like, and it came in, it's a mountain bike. So.
But it's a nice bike, though.
I can still use a mountain bike during the triathlon, but it's heavier. And after all this training, I want to, like, have the best results possible. So
slower.
I'm going to go rent a pretty good road bike today, and that'll hopefully help me out a little bit. And then, so yeah, don't judge me for getting a bike the day before.
It's okay, but we can use the bike you bought for...
I'm still going to train with it because it's heavier.
On little trail rides and stuff like that.
And it gets me from point A to point B. Like, I'll go to the coffee place on the island and go get coffee in the morning with my bike.
It was affordable.
Yeah.
So it came already assembled, which was a big deal for us.
It was like opening the door and it was Christmas. Like, it was a fully assembled bike. I was like, wow, Santa came. And then we're gonna stop at the actual place of the triathlon and get my packet. So that's gonna come with my swim cap, which I get to pick the color, and I have a turquoise triathlon suit. It's like black and turquoise. So I don't know.
Pictures will come, and I'll take a lot of pictures tomorrow.
Yeah. So I have to see if what color cap I want to do. I might do like a hot pink just for fun. But
and when you were swimming, that's the color that was easy to find you in the pool.
Yeah.
Hot pink.
I'm sure a lot of girls are gonna pick that one though. but
maybe turquoise.
I'm probably gonna do
if they have it.
And then there's also vendors there. I did not get the GOO energy packets, so I need to get that there for during my race.
I bought lots of food for you yesterday, but I couldn't find the GOO, and it was a Whole Food.
Yeah, I don't know why I went to CVS too just to see if they had it, but they don't. So we're gonna do that today. Get the bike, the packet, grab a coffee, review that for you guys because we are called a coffee break with Cat and Mom, and every episode we review a small coffee shop to promote small businesses. So we will be doing that today as well.
And we're Saturday morning, and it's early, and we need coffee.
Yeah, I'm tired. But we will dive into this episode, and I hope you guys find it entertaining. So yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so I have a question. Why did you decide to do a triathlon?
That is a very good question. I think it's because
you saw your sister do a marathon.
Well, that, but also my friend Kennedy was like, we were talking about this one day, and we were like, we feel like we're just doing the same lifting split every week, and I'm kind of just like maintaining at this point. Like, I like how I look, whatever. I've gotten to like my goal. I mean, I could grow my glutes and quads a little bit more, but biking gets you there. And I was like, I just feel like I'm not working towards a goal. Like, I'm kind of just like stuck. And we both swam in high school, and I swam for 15 years. So she was like, let's train for a triathlon. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And it would give us a goal, like a set date to work towards. And so I thought that was very motivating, and I started training for it. And it's been a lot of fun. Like, I feel constantly motivated because I'm signed up, so I have to do it. I mean, technically I don't have to, but all my money.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. So it's constantly a motivator for me. Like, I have this set date that I have to work towards, and it's kind of stressful, but it's exciting too. It's something new, and it's good for you as well. Like, I think it puts really good habits. So that is why
I'm pretty dedicated, I have to say.
Yeah, but
with your nutrition and everything, you were pretty on cue on that one.
Yeah, so and point. Also I just think that since this is my first triathlon, if I really like it, like, I'll train for another one. But
okay, well, it's motorcycle day.
That's interesting.
There's another one.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this training, and I just wanted to switch things up and have a set goal because I feel like I didn't have any goals. So that is why I decided to train for a triathlon. Yay.
Well, it's fun. I mean, for me, when I did the figure competition, it's when I turned 35, and I just, you and your big sister were kind of, you were at school during the day, and I was working out of home, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be 35. It's the same thing as you, kind of been working out every day, and I want something new. And my trainer at that time was doing those competitions, became a judge. And she's like, why don't you just do this? And I did not know what I was getting myself into. Realized quickly that it was harder than I expected. Not the workout part, but everything else. And it's expensive.
Yeah, the food part has got to be,
It's expensive to train for things like this, even for your triathlon.
That's what I realized is there's a lot more money that goes into a triathlon than I expected. So you'd say the food was the hardest part of the figure competition?
That I think, yes. Like the first competition, I mean, there's a lot of things that you learn on your first time. For me, was like, the judge had told me, like, maybe like the tanning that I had, my legs were not, done properly, or I thought my legs were not as ready, but like I think my abs and my arms were.
Yeah.
In the second competition, I think my legs were on cue, but I don't think that, I think I was too skinny.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you saw both pictures, you know, like both competition, you see I had more definition on my abs in the first one than the second one. And anyway, so yeah, it all came down to when the food, like the regimen, the schedule. Yeah, it was a lot. And it's, you know, when you start cutting down, it affects your brain and your mental.
Oh, yeah.
And I had 2 younger kids, and your patience is not as good, and your brain is not really remembering as much. So it was hard, but I mean, you know, they did check mark. I was ready to train for the third one, and then got pregnant with your little sister. So that was the end of this. And I was like, we're going to pick something else. And I am bugging her to do a high rocks.
Yeah.
Team. If some people, a lot of people don't even know what that is. It's probably
high rocks, right? High rocks.
High rocks. HYROX. I mean, some people take this like extremely seriously. There's like, you know, like CrossFit, huge competition, money to be made and stuff. You know, I just want to. I mean, you may love it and do 55 of those. I don't know. I just want to. I'm going to be a new number on my birthday this year.
Yep,
so I think
new decade.
A new decade. Damn it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like just like when I did my figure competition, it was like, okay, I need something just to do and
to train for, yeah. So
and then be done.
Yeah. Well, I had 6 people ask me, so I'm not doing 6, but I'll start training after this triathlon. I think like having something else to train for has been like the best thing ever, because it's like constantly keeping you motivated. So having the high rocks competition and having that date set and just training for it, I think would be a lot of fun as well. And I'd already have my cardio because of this triathlon, so I just need to like understand the technique and the movements of the high rocks.
Yeah, there's the rules.
The rules seem strict.
Yeah.
So that will be
and there's
fun
people of
to
all
train
ages
for.
that do it. So when I saw these like 80-year-old ladies doing it, I was like, holy cow! Like #goals to look like that and be that much in shape. I did say hashtag. They were 80 years old. Well,
that
78 and 79. It's pretty damn close to 80. And it was just, I mean, okay, so let's just say there was some variation on the rules for them. But, like, you know, their body didn't bend as much, you know, to do all the squats and whatnot. But still, they had to sit on this. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Like, shit that you can do this at that age. I was floored.
So I was told that once you hit like your 30s and 40s is like the best time to do like long distance races and stuff. Like that's when most people decide to do like marathons, triathlons, ultra marathons, stuff like that. And I actually talked to a lady, and she said she also got into it when she was 40. And she's like, I'm really happy that you're getting into it now. But I think, I don't know. For some reason, I think that doing a high rocks now and then saving like the longer races for when I'm older and like bored and want to train for something.
Well, you can do a high rocks on your own. This is a team one.
I'm not doing it alone. I think I'd do it with the team. It would be more fun to do with the team.
Like if somebody's screaming by you and like motivating you, you know, and
it'd feel, I don't know, like going into this triathlon, since my friend isn't doing it with me, we might do a sprint triathlon in July together. It's kind of scary doing it alone. But I think it forces me to get out of my comfort zone. So this is another little lesson, I guess. It doesn't have to be a big event or competition or something, but definitely do something or set a goal to get out of your comfort zone, because it definitely adds character development.
What is he doing? I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, he's driving on the sidewalk.
How much of in a hurry are you?
The guy on the bike, at the stop sign was like, the dude totally just went up on the sidewalk and drove on the sidewalk. I've never seen that before.
No, me neither.
So this is a perk of doing podcasts on the road. You get to hear like the craziest shit. This dude full on just went up on the curb and then drove on the sidewalk and went around this car.
Bicycle. Yeah. Okay.
The guy on the bike was too calm. I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Okay, so we just stopped to get the bike. As you can see, it's back there. She's beautiful. She has... Yes, it's a she. She has the like aero bars, and the wheels are frighteningly small. So, but now I have no excuse for a shitty bike, and now I have a good bike, so that's exciting. Yeah.
Except that you rented it for the same amount of money as how much you paid for the bike that you have.
Yeah, again, this triathlon has been extremely expensive, but it's going to be all worth it. It's going to be fun. And
they were super nice here.
They were very nice.
What was the place?
The Palm Beach bicycle
trail shop. What was the hardest part of your training? How did you determine, like today I'm going to bike this long, swim this long, or whatever?
So I would say the hardest part mentally would be, even though I swam for 15 years, I would say the swimming part, because the water was freezing at the pool that I swam at, and it was brutal.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but it was like, I'll get to that. But that was brutal. So that was definitely like, and it was just not as fun. Like, I don't know. I think the swimming was the boringest part.
You said like what? I mean, I remember hearing you one day saying like, this is nothing. Like this practice is not even like a warm up that I would do.
Yeah. So I would say that, yeah, the practices were easy. It was just like freezing, and I would do more than the actual like practice it says, because I know how to swim like very well. So it wasn't, I don't know, an issue for me. So I try to focus more on the biking and the running. I'd say the hardest part overall was the running, because biking is fun, but running, it gets boring very quick, especially on the treadmill.
So what do you think your sister, doing marathons, running for 3 hours?
That sounds so boring. Like, that's what I like about the triathlon is I switch to something, it's like 3 different things. So when I get bored of one, I can just switch to the other. And then for what you asked about, like, how did I determine what to do, like when? I found a really good training plan. It was a 12-week training plan. And I actually did more than the training plan asked, because I thought I was like, I don't know, since I was already a swimmer, I could add more to the biking and the running and take a little bit away from the swimming part. And I would do a lot of block training, or brick training is what they call it, I believe. Yeah, brick training.
Brick training?
Yeah. So I would do a bike and then a run, or a swim and then a bike. Stuff like that.
You did 2 instead of just 1.
Yeah, but I did most of my training on the stationary bike, because, again, I got a mountain bike recently, and I was told that most people do their training on a stationary bike to, like, you're able to do more interval training, as well as, like, put up the intensity, so it'll feel a lot easier when you're actually on the bike. So that's what I did. But I also, there's like different zones for the training too, like zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and that's just for how high of intensity it is. 80% of the training is going to be like lower intensity and longer runs, so just like slower but longer runs. And then 20% of it is going to be like high intensity, so sprinting, intervals, stuff like that. I would do incline sprint intervals. Those sucked. And then after you have to go right into like a 15-minute run after doing like 20 minutes of just friggin' hills. So that was super fun. But that was my training. I'd say the hardest part, I believe, that will be for this triathlon is the biking. Even though I thought it was the funnest part, I think it'll be
the longest by a lot.
Because it's an hour and a half, and I think I'm going to be stressed because I'm not like a pro biker.
Okay, wait, how do you know it's an hour and a half?
My goal is to, I want it to be an hour and a half. If I go longer than an hour and a half, I'm going to be like a little bit concerned. Because with my training, I should be around like less than 90 minutes.
Okay.
But
so how long do you think it's going to take you? Like total, a 3-hour thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, I'd like to be under 3 hours. But again, it's my first one. I don't want to set too hard of expectations. I want to just have fun. Like, this has just been something to like give me a goal and just go for it and just complete it. So now we're gonna go get our coffee. I can't speak today.
No, my mic is on my seatbelt.
Oh, you're just gonna let it go.
I just let it go.
But we're gonna go
coffee.
Yeah, we do need coffee. We're gonna go review the coffee shop right now. We'll come back and drink it for you guys. Actually, we might drink it in there, right?
I don't know. Let's go.
Okay, I need a coffee. And then, we'll answer some more questions after. Okay, bye, guys. So we have our coffee. We went to Chickmunk Coffee here on Palm Beach Island. I just mixed those up. And this is the little cup holder it comes in. It's so cute. We didn't get a coffee because we love strawberry matcha now. So
and it was special.
We might have to do a matcha break with Kat and Mom. It's amazing. They use like actual strawberries. Like when you sip it, it tastes like strawberries. And you don't even need really any sweetener in it and they get their matcha milled at a local something. I don't know, but it's local.
It was local, yeah, and it was a special. That's why we took this.
Yeah.
I know we said coffee. Is there caffeine in this? There better be caffeine.
Matcha's, yeah. But then I got a pistachio little, like, pastry.
It was a baklava. It's a Greek pastry.
And then what'd you get?
A beignet.
Yeah, and that's like her go-to.
Oh my gosh, I got introduced with beignet. I think it was, I can't remember where. It was obviously a French bakery, but and it had, the first time it had little raspberry kind of jelly in it. Mm-hmm. This one was a mixed fruit, whatever. It was just to die for. But at the little coffee shop, whatever it's called in Jacksonville, they had Nutella in it.
Yeah,
to die for.
Sorry if the camera's shaking, guys. It's just the car, and I'm also trying to hold like the tripod at the moment, but.
Coming off the beautiful Royal Palm Bridge.
If you guys are on Palm Beach Island or near Palm Beach Island, come to Chickmunk Coffee. It's really cute. It's in a beautiful area.
Yes,
it's in a beautiful area. And there's a bunch of cute boutiques by, so you can grab your coffee. And then
beautiful older lady helped us.
Yes,
told us where to go and walk.
She was
super nice.
But 100% go check it out. I still got my little triathlon glasses on. Okay. We're heading to the packet pickup right now.
Restoration Hardware. And I've always wanted to go eat there.
Yeah, she's always wanted to eat that.
So now I know where it's at in Palm Beach. So we need, oh my gosh, you see all the cars.
Yeah, there's so many nice cars on Palm Beach. But now I will ask my mom a question about her figure competition.
Sorry, there was a little, this is a Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, so how did your actual figure competition go? Like, your goal was to get a pro card, correct?
Yes, the third competition I did was to go get the pro card that I had entered, but then I got pregnant, and I knew by the time, since it was my third child, I knew by the time the competition would come up. Anyways, you can't deplete yourself from food when you're pregnant. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was just like to go get it. It was not even my intention. The first time I did it was just like, okay, check mark, goal, let's be done. But there's so much work, and it's unrealistic to sustain what you look like at the end. But I kind of liked it. I was like, okay, let's do another one. And I did a second one within the year, almost the end of a year afterwards.
Yeah. That'd be so hard on your body.
Yes. And then the third one was like quicker because I did not want to take all that time off, but, and then I couldn't. But anyway, that was, the pro card was never the goal. The pro card was just to see if I could do it. And like, we're all a little bit competitive, right? Like you just want to win, right? But I was just, when I got on stage, I will always remember the first time they say quarter turn to the right, and then they say quarter turn to the right, and then they see your back, and I was looking at this velvet, deep purple velvet. This is how I remember, deep purple velvet, whatever thing that was behind me, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? This is so stupid. This hurts. This is dumb. Quarter turn to the right, and you smile. And you kind of just go with the flow.
Just want to fucking eat a cookie.
Yeah, I just like, what am I going to eat tonight? And quite frankly, like, I ate a lot that night and puked it all out because clearly my stomach was not ready to eat all that. But it was not even greasy. We went to a steakhouse and I just could not eat. But but I won every time I competed. So,
well, the second one you got second, right?
Overall. So both time I won my age category, and then overall. So that means with, like, I think they're 18 till whatever, how old the oldest one was. And I took second place. Yeah,
but you should have gotten first.
According to all the big ass women bodybuilder, and they came to tell me, you got robbed. And I was like, oh. And I think they were not all natural. Yeah. They were a little scary. I was like, it's okay. I was like, dude, I just beat a bunch of 20-year-olds, you know. In my mind, I was like, I was in heaven, you know. I was like, I was just so proud of myself because I knew the hard work I put in. But according to them, they were all mad only because the head judge wasn't there in the afternoon that was judging us in the morning. And so the second head judge, the lady that won, was a bit younger than me too, but she was on her team, like from the same gym. So that's what they were saying, like that's why she won. It doesn't matter. I was so excited. So it was great. And I remember my brother had sponsored me for that one because God knows those bikinis are very expensive. Yeah. I had bedazzled the first one by myself. And this one, I was not going to do it. And all the supplements and...
Right, it costs money to do these things. It's insane. I will say the most expensive thing for this triathlon was probably registering. Just registering for the triathlon was the most expensive. Because I also had to get, like, a temporary, registered under U.S. Triathlon athlete. Like I had to be officially registered. So I just got a temporary spot, like registration. So that was also even more money to register for the race.
Every year? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was awesome. But if you guys don't know what an Olympic triathlon is, it goes sprint, Olympic, and then half Ironman.
The Olympic.
The Olympic, yes, is what I'm doing. It's a 0.93 mile swim, a 24 mile bike, and a 6.2 mile run. So the 24 mile bike is going to be, that's like the bulk of the race, is where majority of the time you're spending on the bike.
Is it flat? Do you know?
I mean, we're in Florida, so Florida's pretty flat. But that's flat. It's for the most part all flat. And I'm just doing 2 laps around. So like the second lap around, I'll know like exactly what I need to do. So that'll be nice to gauge it off it. And they will be able to see me at every transition, because it's pretty much just 2 laps around every time. So at the transition, so they'll see me every time. So that'll be good. Like I'll get a little motivation booster in between every single like little lap that I do. Well,
it's better than swimming and being there for 8 hours and seeing you swim for 26 seconds. So at least I'll see you more than maybe.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I'm excited, and
I'm excited for you. This is, I'm very sad that I missed your sister's first marathon, but then again, I would have seen her more than probably not even 26 seconds. I think swimming was actually more time.
Well, that's what's nice about this triathlon, is that they'll be able to see us at the start. They'll be able to see the whole swim, because they just have to stand there and stay at the transition spot and just cheer me on every time I like come around.
At 7, but you have to be there at what time to set up?
I have to be there at 5:30 to set up everything. That's another thing that I was stressed about, was the transitions. Now, I'm not doing the clip-on shoes for the bike, because again, it's my first triathlon. I'm not spending money on like those pedals and the shoes, and just like learning how to do it. I was just gonna do like normal shoes and biking. And what?
Yeah.
Let's go, buddy. It's green light. Anyway,
kind of scary here.
Yeah. So I decided not to do the clip-on pedals or anything. So that'll be honestly less stressful for me. I just have to put on my running shoes. So then from the bike to the run, I just go. The swimming, I'm just going to get right out of the water, take my cap and goggles off, go up to my bike, dry my feet off, put my socks and shoes on. Because some people do this with no socks.
Oh, running with no socks?
And bike with no socks. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to put... Blisters. So I'm going to just dry my feet off, put my socks and shoes on, grab a goo packet, and go. And I'm on my way. And my triathlon suit has a little pocket.
Sorry, is that Air Force One? I think we just saw Air Force One, or one of them.
Wow. That's another little thing with our driving podcast. You get to hear us point out stuff, but you don't get to see it.
I know, it's Air Force One.
Yeah, I farted, so it smells. So then from the bike to the run transition, keeping my same shoes on, just grabbing like a Rice Krispie and another goo packet, and I'm on my way. And that's another thing. I don't know how my legs are going to feel from this bike to the run. I don't know if the adrenaline will like kick in with it being the last leg of the race, and all I'm thinking about is like, I'm almost done. Ooh. So back to the swim part. Don't think it'll be the hardest part. I am stressed out about these swimmers, because I hear that they're aggressive and they will yank you. And it does say when you sign up for the race to have sportsmanship.
Yeah. From what we heard, all the horror stories.
But clearly these people, like, sportsmanship goes out the window during the swim. They just yank each other back. They swim right over you. They'll kick you. So that's awesome. Honestly, I think I have to worry more about the swimmers than the gators, because I am swimming in a pool, a body of water. Jeez.
Infested with
Well, it's
alligators.
not infested, but there's gators in there. So that's going to be a lovely thought in the back of my head, that there's just gators sleeping at the bottom of this lake that I'm in. So that's probably honestly like my only biggest fear is the gators.
Well, you were saying there's a lot of people. Yes, everybody's swimming out at the same time, whatnot. When you had like swim meets, like all the warm-ups.
Yeah.
There was still like so many kids in the same lane.
Yeah, we would, during those swim meets or those warm-ups for the swim meets, we would be so mean to the other teams. Like, if the teams wouldn't get the hell out of our way, we'd swim right over top you. Because, like, again, it's courtesy to just move over and let the person swim past you. Some people would be assholes and just stay there and swim slow. So you had to either pull them back or just swim right over them.
Yeah, you guys would come out with, like, scratches.
Oh, yeah.
Some kids bleeding on their legs. Like, we're not even making this shit up. It's for real.
Yeah, like, swimmers are feisty.
So it's not the same thing.
Because I have swimming experience, 15 years, I hope that comes in handy and I don't have to have somebody near me trying to pass me. Except for, like, the men. But I feel like...
Oh, I have a good question for you. You said, like, other people around you. Are the scores... Like, are you with your age group? Or is it, like, the slowest people first or new people first? How does that work?
So I think there's like 5 waves of people. The first wave is 34 and under, everybody that is there for the Olympic triathlon. So I'm with a massive group of people, 34 and under, men and women. So I'm going with men. So that's really scary. Don't want to be in a damn pool with men. Well, I guess I did that for some meets, but like, I feel like they're going to be the feistiest. Actually, you think the girls will or the guys will?
I think the girls are.
Yeah.
Girls are mean, you know that.
Oh my gosh, this plane is just like hovering.
It's the airport.
That's so cool that I can just like hover like that.
It's Allegiant.
Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, there's going to be men 34 and under, girls 34 and under, and then the second wave is 34 and over, and then there's the sprint triathlon people, and then there's like the duathlon, and then there's like just the aqua bike, so that's just swimming and biking, and then there's also relays, so there can be
go there.
Yeah, so there can be somebody that's doing I'm actually biking on this road right here, Jog Road.
Oh
yeah, so there's gonna be some people that are doing relays, so somebody will swim, another person will bike, and a third person will run. So I think that's fun.
Yeah.
They have somebody doing that. Now we'll get into like the nutrition aspect of the race. So, and her figure competition. What was what did you eat the night before? Or did you eat at all?
There was not much food. I think my brain decided not to remember this. I don't really remember. I know that
you can have a glass of wine to help. I
did have a glass of wine, like in between, like when we were, I had friends that came with me in groups of people and stuff. So we would go out for lunch and stuff. And I was not even hungry. At that point, I was exhausted from lack of nutrition, obviously. I just wanted to have it done. You know, like you in the morning and then you're like, you think you're on top, you know, like you got your makeup, hair and everything. And then, so you just need to make sure everything is the same for the night and whatnot. And everybody was eating in front of me. And I remember not really being hungry, but I did have maybe like a tiny bit of wine, and actually just the sugar in this, like kind of, not even kidding. Like people are like, that's not true. My skin did glisten just from that. Wow. I mean, because I hadn't had any like real sugar in so long, but I just remember it was hard at the end a little bit. Like but what was so funny is the first time, just to make my food taste good, I put cinnamon on everything.
And now I'm putting cinnamon in everything too.
And I started to have a kind of rashes like right here in some of my arms. And I didn't know why. So I went to see a dermatologist, blah, blah, blah. And then I never read the paper that comes with the medication, right? And he's like, are you doing an allergy reaction? So I'm like, I'm not allergic to anything. What are you talking about? And then I must have been bored. And I decided to read like what could be the cause, blah, blah. And it was cinnamon. So I was putting cinnamon on so much things every day, day in, day out, that I think my body was just like, that's enough. Cinnamon out. Yeah. So you're done. So now I know. I mean, I still use cinnamon, but I cannot use it in huge amount. So
for me, I don't have to cut, but I do have to eat like a lot because I'm doing an extreme amount of cardio every day and burning so many calories that I have to like be hitting my protein goals and eating my vegetables and stuff.
We grocery shop on Monday, and by Thursday morning, there's no more food.
Yeah. And then I also, so the night before, I got a carb load, and this is tonight. Wow.
This is tonight.
Wow. I'm going to make some pasta for my carbs, have some chicken breast, because that's the easiest for me to digest. Obviously, red meat, like I don't digest red meat very well. And then and fish, I feel like is very risky. Like I haven't had bad fish in a while, but just in case.
That would not be the day. That would not,
yeah. And then also some broccoli, just because I need to have my vegetable. And then the morning of, so tomorrow morning, I'm going to have 2 pieces of toast with peanut butter and a banana, because I think that's also easy to digest, and that's like, just, I have everything right there on my piece of toast that I need. And then I'll have enough time to digest that. I'm going to have a coffee because we're all human, so we can talk about this, but I need to have my morning poop before the triathlon, because during the run, I just know it's going to freaking hit me like a truck if I don't poop beforehand.
I'm
going to be like,
sure your sister said that during the marathon, she was able to go.
But I'm not stopping. Like, I know once I stop, I'm not going to want to keep going.
Okay.
I gotta just keep going.
I don't say it's only 6.2 miles, but it is.
I'll just like
compared to a marathon.
Pee in the water or something.
It's 20 miles less than what a marathon is. So I guess.
Yeah.
Hold it.
But there's also the bike before that. Like, but I'm also sitting down, so it might be easier. It might just like hit me when I stand up to go for the run. Sorry guys, TMI.
It's like we're going so far to get that stupid packet.
Yeah. And then, well, this is tomorrow morning. I got to drive there, where the packet pickup is, where the triathlon is. So, and then, like I said, during the race, I'm gonna have the Goo energy packets, a Rice Krispie, and then I might also do like a little Ziploc baggie of rice. My dad did ultra marathons, and just have a Ziploc bag of rice with some butter and Himalayan salt. And he said that that's what other people do, and it's fast working carbs, and the salt also is great. So
yeah, okay, people don't want to drive today. This is awesome. Yeah. Well, the rice is ready, so
yeah,
we just need to add some butter, a little bit of butter and
Himalayan salt.
You can bring a cooler and stuff and put it right by your bike.
Yeah,
and your shoes. So yeah.
I'm stressing a little bit. I woke up, I had a dream about it last night. I've been thinking about it so much.
You'll do fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, so we just got my packet pickup, and I'm gonna show you guys what's in it first. A little haul, I guess you could call it. We just saw where I'm gonna be swimming too, and it looks really cool. Super nice. It doesn't look scary at all or intimidating. It's actually a really small body of water, and the swimming. It really didn't look that long to do 2 laps around. Like, it doesn't look that bad.
Well, we don't really know exactly how far in and out.
Because it shows like the buoys.
Yeah, but there's a lot of buoys.
Yeah, but the last buoy on the end, it doesn't look that long. Like, I'm fine. Or intimidating at all. And there's bleachers for everybody to like sit on and look down upon. Sorry. So first, I got this hat. Billabong Olympic Triathlon. Nice. I didn't know all this was going to come with it. And then my number's 71. I don't know if that's good luck. Let's see. Let's see what else. I got, well, what the hell is this?
Put on probably your bike and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just wait till tomorrow.
I'll look it up. But yes. And then I guess I got a little
sponsors.
Yeah. Thing of the sponsors.
Because there's food. There's going to be a bunch of tents with food, apparently. My
swim cap, I didn't get to choose the color, but because I'm an Olympic triathlon, I have to wear this neon green ugly cap. But that's okay.
I'm guessing it goes by which kind of race and age group.
Yeah. And then what else?
Is that a t-shirt?
Oh, t-shirt. And I also got a t-shirt. Yay. In the back, Billabong Bike Law. And so everything.
Billabong. It's Billabong?
No, Billabong is a bikini brand.
Oh, I thought it was them sponsoring this.
No.
Oh, okay.
But that is pretty much everything for my triathlon. Next week, for our episode, for our weekend review, I will let you guys know how I did. And I'm probably going to do a little vlog tomorrow as well. So you guys can tune in on that on my YouTube channel. But if you guys don't follow us already, our TikTok is @acoffee_break. Instagram is @acoffee.break. YouTube, A Coffee Break with Cat and Mom. Our podcast is obviously called A Coffee Break with Cat and Mom. Our video podcasts are on Spotify and YouTube. I suggest you guys listen to this one on YouTube or Spotify with the live video.
While you listen to it tomorrow, she'll be almost done with racing at that point.
Yep.
Yes.
And then also, please pray for me while you guys are watching this.
You're gonna be great. So, copy review.
Yes.
chipmunks.
And then before we end every episode,
there's no X. There's no S. The chickmunk.
And it's amazing.
Yes.
Go check it out. And then before we end every episode, we do a Would You Rather.
Well, I don't have one. I didn't look up one, but would you rather do the race today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. I need to sleep and I need to. Right now I'm having the stress shit, so I need to get that out of me first. But yeah, so I guess pray for me.
Good luck. You'll do great.
And then also make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on whatever platform you're listening to. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys liked it, there's another driving video. And if you guys really like this one and want us to keep doing this, we will. I know this one was a little bit all over the place, but I thought it'd be, well, it's actually her idea to do a come along with us for the day to get all my stuff for the triathlon and prepare. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we love you guys.
Now we're going to the beach.
Yes, and well, I'm not. I have to rest and do nothing, and drink a lot of water. But we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, ciao.